Does anyone know what today it is? I guess people forgot history. So for you fake New Yorkers that don't know anything about New York, I, born native New Yorker, raised New York, but also lived in other cities in other countries. So I have a fair chance of being a Europe historian about New York City. On this day in 1977, there was a huge blackout in New York. A huge blackout. So it wasn't the only time New York had a blackout, but it was a very large, massive, mind you, East Coast blackout. Hot summers, ladies and gentlemen, hot summers. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to my storage and then I'm going to go to work. I'm supposed to go to work tomorrow, but I told my boss, listen, I think I can just work, man. I can't afford to lose days. So, I just want people to know what today is. Because a lot of people think they know New York when they don't know nothing about New York. So, on this very day, July 14th, 1977, ladies and gentlemen, I just want people to know that New York, actually July 13th, through the 14th, through the 15th, it was a 2-day blackout in 1977, New York, the East Coast. So be very conservative when you are using energy, especially on a hot day like this. Now, this whole entire week is going to be in the upper 30s Celsius, which equivalents over 100 degrees. So stay hydrated if you can. Drink a lot of electrolytes. I know I should not be talking. I should be drinking electrolytes. And I did. I did have an electrolyte, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to want more. But, you know, we don't got the funds like that. So you can't just go to a store and just like, or we could, like I said in my last video. See, I've been asking you for help, not taken from you like a criminal or a thief or a scammer or a con artist. There's a difference. So, ladies and gentlemen, when I ask, or when anyone asks, it's in support. But with that said, just let you guys know, trying to get some vitamin D, no homo. Yeah, I need some vitamin D. The sunlight, no homo. It looks like that guy on the news stealing people's mails. Yeah, he looks like just like that guy on the news. Yeah, there's a guy going around, Chinese guy going around stealing people's mails and personal belongings from the prostitutes in Queens. He looks just like him too. I'm not saying they all look alike. No, they don't look alike. But so if NYPD wants to check this footage, you're welcome to. I give you full permission. NYPD only. Because it looks like that Chinese guy that's been stealing people's mail. This is why you gotta keep recording. But I just want to make a video, everyone. Today in history. 49 years ago. To be exact, ladies and gentlemen. Are we about to receive another blackout in New York City? We might not receive another blackout, but we definitely going to get another flood. Another hurricane, for sure. Ow. But anyway, You see that, everybody? This is the thing. Fake New Yorkers don't know the goddamn rights of New Yorkers. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I was recording video off camera, and this guy walked up to me and said, "Listen, I don't want to be recorded on a public sidewalk." And I was like, but you are on a public sidewalk, but I'm asking you to not record me. And I'm saying you cannot ask that request or request that. Not only are you breaking my constitution, but you're breaking my city rights and my human rights. As a New Yorker, where are you from? Yeah, this morning. I'm going to show you that people are very uneducated. Like this guy over here looking at me back and forth like, what? Is there a problem? Pretty sure this is a public park. Pretty sure I'm a taxpayer that paid for these public parks as well as you. See, when people actually try to question you and you give them the right answer, they get butt hurt. And then when people stare at you and turn their back and they got an attitude because you got the camera out, then don't live in New York City. New York City is by far, ladies and gentlemen, the most filmographic and cinematography and most photography city in the planet. This is why this is a one consent state. You guys gotta know how. Oh man. But anyway, folks, I just want to bring you a little bit of history of New York because a lot of you are not educated. New York City is about to receive another hurricane or an earthquake. You guys are probably going to say, what, an earthquake? Yes, an earthquake. See, what you guys don't understand is that New York City does have a fault. It's called the Harlem Fault. See, it's right underneath 125th Street. And underneath 125th Street, going across that between the Bronx and Manhattan, across New Jersey, it's called the Harlem Fault. And in Harlem, that fault can very much be activated once again. We can see some, you guys keep sleeping on New York. New York is under a very much just like San Francisco. See, but the thing between San Francisco's fault and New York's fault is that in San Francisco's fault is actually always active. Now, we do get tremors from time to time in New York City and New Jersey. New Jersey mostly. Just this year, New Jersey has received several dozen active tremors, mostly under 4.0 as a fault. So be aware of that. It can sink, but that's what we are talking about. Then you got a tower in Manhattan that's actually leaning on one side, and they stop. And now residents are told to either evacuate or just don't be a resident. $36, and then the following $38. But take it with a grain of salt, everyone. I'm just trying to get some vitamin D. No homo. You gotta say no homo. Especially in the hood. Walking down the street in the hood, be like, yo, what you doing out here, bro? We looking all tanny. Like, yo, I'm getting vitamin D. No homo. I can't. There's nothing to do at my place. I don't want to pay for Wi-Fi when I already have a cell phone. Low stuff like, but I got my phone. Yeah, she's trying to this is why I have Visible by Verizon, because it's a pro for the longest. For the longest time, mind you, not the longest time, which I'd had, it's been better than the T-Mobile service in general, user-friendly. Power user is when someone constantly live streams like me right now. Depends on what app you're using, because a lot of apps out there do not give you flexibility to control your bitrate. Give you that flexibility to control that, and that is the problem with the YouTube app, IP live stream app, which is redundant. in 2026. People are shooting 1080p 610, unless you're doing Twitch, which I'm pretty sure on Twitch, there's over a year and a half for $45 a month. I got a link in the descriptions below. If you want to sign up, and you're going to enable 4K live stream or 4K options, over 400 gigabytes of data every month, live streaming. Yeah, that's a lot. But when it's very consistent, especially in the city, it is dead on sharp detail like you see now. Well, I'm actually wearing a camera. Well, I'm wearing a mobile chest mount. Be free. But I'm just giving you guys context that this is a really, your service, and just hop on the Verizon service instead. $40, something like that. If you keep doing that, it goes down and down and down. Tell you if that feature works or not. Because I'm never, yeah. But this is like the best service for even. I don't want to yell, but I've been playing, watching movies, watching YouTube content, and all that. It's been very excellent. Like I said, everyone, just like this service, it never wants to slow down. This service was terrible. Not only that, like, it stole data from me, picking up consistently. It wasn't good for power using. It wasn't good for, but still, it's not as good as Visible. I'm sorry, but if you use my link, not only you give me $20 next time I try to pay my bill, but you get, so everybody wins. So the link is down in the descriptions below. If you want to sign, I still do have a 15-day trial where you can try the service for 15 days for free. A promotion for a 15-day. I'm telling you guys are gonna be blown away. You're like, damn, man, I can. If you don't have enough towers or enough cell phone frequency in the area, but during the day it is super efficient. But you do see data like can be jumpy like cell phone towers. You gotta be considerate. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, support the channel and share it, everybody. And wish me luck this week. Waiting to. Because there's a sign right there that says slow down, but they don't want to slow down. So I can't identify right now, but it's too hot to be out here sleeping with all that black on. Because my ex-wife is worried about what's going on with me and my knee and my health, and it's really hard to do the things that you can. So your support, your mental support, me support is more important than your donation. So always remember that on this channel.